Hey, so I asked you guys on Tumblr to send me some questions for a Q&A, and I got a few, so I'm gonna answer your questions now. If this is the first time you're seeing a YouTube video of mine, you can press the subscribe button, which I think is somewhere down below, to be told when I make a new video. They're less often than Dan's, but I don't know, I think they're kind of funny. I do some sketch comedy, and I've also been working on some short films that I've been writing. So yeah, you could do that. Also, if you have no idea how to Tumblr, you could follow that link down below, or you could go to theaterkidlesser.tumblr.com. But other than that, let's get into the Q&A. So the first question I got was from Montague on Tumblr, who's actually a friend of mine, so hey, who asked, why are you a nerd? I don't know. I blame my parents, biology, Netflix, my inability to play sports. The next question I got comes from Anonymous on Tumblr, who asked, did you ever end up doing the theater camp thing again, or will you ever plan to? So if you don't know what they're talking about or what I'm talking about, I mentioned sometimes in acts about my URL origin, which I'll link some down below, or I'll link one down below, I guess, that I started this blog almost a year ago, which it'll be a year on Sunday the 14th, 2 days. Anyway, when I made this blog, I was in a summer theater camp in New York City, so I guess I'll tell you about that, because I never really explained what the camp was. The camp is called iTheatrics, and it's basically a camp for children and teenagers who are interested in theater for a week to come to a studio in New York, and they do some theater, and they're taught how to do theater, and at the end of the week they put on a junior production of a show. I did not do the theater camp again this year. It did happen, but I was not involved in it. I don't really plan on ever doing it again. It was fun, but A, it was really expensive, and B, I just like being in New Jersey, which is where I live. I don't live in the city, in case you didn't know that. So, yeah, not at the moment planning on doing the theater camp again. Next question comes from Anonymous on Tumblr, who asks, what are your favorite fan vids and fics? My favorite Dan and Phil videos are, I really love Undertale, when they make Undertale. I really enjoyed when they did DDR and Just Dance and stuff like that. I also really enjoy when they do challenges and stuff like that, and the baking videos, of course, like everyone on Tumblr ever who likes Dan and Phil. My favorite fics are Reality's No Place to Live's Problematic, and the Metafic, which I forget who that's by. Sorry. I'll link those two down below, but they're really good reality fics. Yeah, those are my favorites. Other than that, I don't know. I just really like those two. If you guys want, let me know, and I'll make a little master list of my favorite fics with links and descriptions and warnings and stuff like that. So yeah. Next question comes from Anonymous on Tumblr, who asked me, what's your favorite musical or play? I don't really have one favorite musical or play. Like every single person in the world, I love Wicked. I saw Wicked for my 13th birthday, and it was really cool. I also like the music in Book of Mormon, the music of Chicago, stuff like that. Some of the Phantom stuff. I haven't listened to all of Phantom. And I have yet to listen to Hamilton, so I don't know if it's good or bad. I've yet to get on the Hamilton train, you guys, but like, choo-choo, I bet it'll happen eventually. I have too many friends who are into Hamilton. But yeah, those are some of my favorites, I guess. I don't know, I'm a really big musical theater nerd. I also love all the Disney stuff, and I can't wait until they revived The Little Mermaid, because I'm super stoked for that. And also SpongeBob the Musical, I heard it's gonna be actually pretty good. So, I don't know, maybe I'll listen to some of that stuff too. But yeah, I just like musical theater in general. Next question comes from Anonymous on Tumblr, who asks, what's your favorite thing to write about? And as you can probably guess from my favorite fics, my favorite thing to write about is reality fics. I really like testing to see how close to reality or canon I can actually get. AUs aren't exactly my favorite, but I write them from time to time. If you know me, write a few AUs. But I really enjoy writing reality fics. Other than that, I really enjoy writing dialogue and kissing for some reason. I don't know. Those are really fun for me to write for some reason. I don't really like writing like action-y kind of stuff or filler kind of stuff, but dialogue I really enjoy writing, because again, I like to see how close to canon I can actually make it. The next next question is, what are your dogs like? This is my dog Marco. If you didn't know, I have 2 dogs. This is Marco. He's 9 years old. He really enjoys eating. He's a chocolate lab. He's about 100 pounds. He's quite big, and he thinks he's a little dog, so he'll like jump on people and stuff, but he's actually really sweet. You wouldn't think a dog this huge would be this sweet and adorable, but he is. And I'll try to find my other dog. I'll try to kidnap him or bring him in here, but Marco can be let free finally, which I know he's been waiting for. This is my other dog. His name is Raphael. He's like 3 years old. I don't know. He's 3 or 2, I can't tell. He's a Havanese, which means he's from Cuba, and yeah, that's why we named him Raphael. I don't know, he's a little menace. He really hates me holding him like this. He's really heavy. He's probably like over 20 pounds. I don't actually know how big he is, but yeah, he has real hair, which means he's hypoallergenic, and yeah, he's really mean. Sorry, Raph, but he's adorable, and he's easy to pick up, which is why you'll see a lot of pictures of him on my blog. And now I'm gonna put him down because he's heavy. The next question comes from Anonymous on Tumblr, who asks, when do you start school? Schools on the East Coast start a little bit later than schools on the West Coast, and I start school on around September 7th, sometime around there. So yeah, but we also get out later than schools on the West Coast, so there's that. Anonymous on Tumblr asked me the best and worst things about living in New Jersey. Okay, so the best things about living in New Jersey are that we're really close to New York City, which is great because who doesn't come to New York City? Which means we're also which means we're also close to Broadway. And bagels in New Jersey are awesome. I don't know if you've ever had a bagel, but we're like the bagel state. Everyone who's ever lived in New Jersey said New Jersey has the best bagels. What else? Alright, so what are some of the worst things about living in New Jersey? What's the worst thing about living in New Jersey? The worst thing about living in New Jersey is how inconsistent the weather is. I know some parts of the world are always really hot, some parts are always really cold. New Jersey kind of goes between that. Right now it's really hot, but in a few months it'll be really cold, so I don't know. People in New Jersey always complain about the weather. I always joke that we're born knowing how to complain about the weather. Also, we don't have cool accents. Like, I wish New Jersey people had cool accents so I could have one. But we don't. It's just kind of boring. This is our accent. We don't have a cool one. So, yeah. Anonymous on Tumblr asks, are you a nerd? I think so. I really enjoy doing generally nerdy things, writing, I enjoy drawing, I don't play sports, I don't have like a major group of friends, I only have a few friends, which is fine, they're my close friends. I don't know, I have social anxiety, I enjoy binge watching Dan and Phil. I mean, come on, when someone who wasn't a nerd owned this Dan and Phil shirt, but being a nerd is a good thing. Like Phil says, embrace your weirdness. Like Phil says, embrace your weirdness because normalcy is boring. So yeah, I'm a nerd and I'm a weirdo and all that kind of generally degrading stuff, but I don't think it's that bad to be a nerd, you know. And the final question comes from Anonymous on Tumblr, who asks, what's your favorite fic you've ever written? So I have a bunch. I'm really proud of my Fan of Big Bang fics from last year. Last year I wrote The Curse of Curves and Dan Howell's 10-Step Plan, and I'm really proud of The Curse of Curves. I also really like You, which I wrote for the Phantom Christmas Fic Exchange, which I hosted last year, and Christmas, obviously. And recent fics, I loved writing Of Tesco and Boyfriends, which was really cool. And I really love the Fan of Big Bang fic that I'm writing this year, which you guys are gonna love as well. You guys are gonna freak out over it. It's so good. And yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for all the questions that you sent me. When I started this Q&A, I expected to maybe have 3 questions. That's the amount of questions I had when I did this in 2000. That's 4. No, that's 3. That's the amount of questions I had in 2014 when I did this last. And I was really stoked to get this many questions. I was actually getting questions as I was filming, which was awesome. Again, you can subscribe down below if this is your first time on my YouTube channel. If you don't know my Tumblr, you can follow me there. I'm really close to 3K. It's theaterkidlester.tumblr.com. All the rest of my social media will be linked down below. I love you guys so much, and if you're on Tumblr, give this a like, please, so that I know that you saw it. And yeah, if you have any more questions, send them to my Ask Box, and I'll answer them on my Tumblr. Yeah, that's it. Love you guys so much, and thank you for all the questions and supporting me and all that, and I'll see you next time. Bye!